We're here today with legendary singer Lea Salonga. You might remember her as the singing voice for Princess Jasmine in Aladdin. Also, she was in the film Mulan and K-pop Demon Hunters, so many other things. Right now, she's on tour here for the Stage, Screen, and Everything in Between tour. Lea, how's it going today?
Hi, good morning.
It's great to be speaking with you. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, my pleasure. Glad to be here.
Well, you're on the road this fall here for the Stage, Screen, and Everything in Between tour. Can you tell the listeners a bit about it? What are we in for with the show?
Well, as the title would suggest, it's basically a tour that celebrates the music from stage, from the movies, television, I guess all the different worlds that I traverse. So, that's what the show is in a nutshell. I get to sing music that I have performed in the past, stuff that I'm known for, but I also get to perform things that I am not known for at all, and I get to do some really fun stuff. And so that's pretty much it.
Excellent. Yeah, obviously, between the music from your own albums and all the work you've done with Disney and Broadway, I mean, you could probably end up with a 3-hour set every night if you're not careful.
Yeah, if I'm not careful. But we've got it at a very trim and fast-paced 2 hours with the intermission.
So do you have a band you take on tour with you or an orchestra?
I do.
Okay.
It's a six-piece band. And we've got two backup vocalists as well. So it's 8 folks behind me, and all in all, everybody on stage, there's 9 of us. And so I think we create a pretty nice full sound, and it's a whole lot of fun being on this tour, and everybody's so great, and everyone is so kind and really lovely.
Excellent. Yeah, I know you've been at this for a long time and started at such a young age, and you already had a gold record when you were still in elementary school. I mean, how do you manage to stay so well adjusted? I mean, that's a lot for a kid that age.
It is a lot for a kid that age. I think it was helpful that I was never really spoiled or coddled by my family. I think it was important that I also remained in school, in regular school, and keeping that schedule up, and also keeping up the schedule for performance work. I'm not exactly sure how we were able to manage that, but we did. And yeah, and it's all good. As you're saying, well adjusted, I think it really, especially for someone that young, it really depends on the folks, on the adults around that child, to remain happy, well adjusted, safe. We hear the horror stories of what happens to a lot of younger kids who end up in this business, and some of the tragedies are just, oh my God, just absolutely heartbreaking. So I'm thankful. It seems like I'm a rare case of somebody that started in this business at a very young age and still, came out on the other side a pretty normal human being. As normal as one can be in this business, I guess.
Well, I know you were acting pretty early on as well.
Yeah.
I first remember seeing you in the film Ninja Kids. Is that something that comes up a lot for you, or?
It doesn't come up a lot, but it's definitely it was an experience that I do remember with fondness. I made some friends out of that film, and I remember the late nights. I remember being a teenager, on a movie set and waiting for hours and hours for things to happen. Yeah, it's quite an interesting environment. Yeah, and it's quite a thing. But that movie, I remember it ended up being pretty good and a lot of fun.
And of course, you eventually wound up as the singing voice for Princess Jasmine and Aladdin. That was at a time when Disney films were really back in a big way. Did you have any idea, I guess, that role would be maybe the one that you're associated with by so many people?
I don't think that any of us anticipated how big of a hit that it would be. I don't think any, well, I mean, we always hope, you know, we're always crossing our fingers, crossing our toes, and hoping that that the collective does something together that just, you know, just propels, you know, things into the stuff of legends. But I think Aladdin was like, it was the third in the Disney Renaissance that started with Little Mermaid and then Beauty and the Beast. And then Aladdin came after that. I think it was, yeah. And the hit that became, oh my goodness. Yeah. And you know, I was like, okay, I'm doing a song for this Disney movie. Did not anticipate that this would happen and that my voice would be so closely associated with it.
Sure. Well, and then you eventually were the voice of Mulan, and then now
Yes.
you're part of K-pop Demon Hunters. That's kind of taken over the world here. You've really got a knack
It's
for...
kind of taken over. Oh my God. And you know, I think everyone involved in the film is just over the moon and incredibly happy and thrilled. I sang literally one line for for Celine, who was the kind of the mentor mother figure for these girls. And I was like, okay, this is a wonderful way to spend a couple of hours in the recording studio. And I had no idea that it would explode in this way. Golden, you know, one of the big songs from the movie is still number 1 on the Billboard charts. Soda Pop is number 5. I'm like, oh my God, the singing voices on these songs. I am hoping that they are just living their best lives right now. And just really, you know, enjoying this moment. It, you know, these things hitting, it doesn't happen to every animated film. But my gosh, I'm just hoping that it leads to more things for each and every one of these folks.
Definitely. Well, Leia, I know you're obviously busy here with stage, screen, and everything in between, and you just had your last album out, Sounding Joy, around Christmas time. Is there anything else you're working on now? Any new music or films or anything we should be looking for?
At the moment, this is it. I mean, I can only look at what's in front of me, like what's just right in front of me.
Sure.
There's always plans to do stuff. But I think the one on the immediate horizon would be getting my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame next year. Class of 2026, which is going to be so exciting. I think my family is more excited and my friends are more excited than I am. And I'm plenty excited about it. But yeah, it's kind of one of those things that's it's like showbiz lore, where when you see the names of these folks in a star on Hollywood Boulevard, it's nuts. It's so crazy, and I still can't. It's still a pinch me moment. Still can't believe that it's actually going to be real. It's crazy.
Well, it's well deserved for sure. Leia, thank you so much. It's been an honor speaking with you, and hopefully we can do it again sometime.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And again, that was the one and only Leia Salonga. See her on tour this fall for the Stage, Screen, and Everything in Between tour.